Leo, we will now be having a look to see what a relationship with this person could look like. Let's jump into it and see what comes up, Leo. Around this person, what would a relationship with them look like? Okay, so, I mean, you've got the Chariot here. This is Cancer energy. So what I'm thinking is this could be someone who is quite attached or will grow to become fairly attached to you. I feel like they'll make a very solid partner, okay? A very protective partner, a very equal partner. The Justice card is here. This is Libran energy. This is about scales, things being imbalanced and harmonious, and also the Sphinxes are as equal. So you do have someone who is going to be very fair or is going to return the treatment that they get from you, Leo. So there's a lot of mutualness or reciprocity coming back from this person. They're very big on equality when it comes to this relationship. What I really love, and I don't see very often, is that the King and the Queen of Cups are here as a partnership. So this could definitely be that the both of you could fall very deeply in love with one another, which is very nice, puts a smile on my face seeing that. But the Queen of Cups looking towards the King of Cups, this is very powerful. You'll both feel very strongly about each other, Leo. And what I love is that it's sort of reinforced that you'll both have equal attraction, equal love, equal care. You'll both feel very strongly towards the other, but it's on an equal playing field because there's not really any signs that would indicate things are too one-sided, or this is more of a one-sided relationship where this person will give more or you will give more. It's both of you are coming up as an equal playing field, and your relationship styles are very similar. So this person is wanting attachment, they are wanting love, they do want to feel safe, but they do want to be very emotional with you as well. The Seven of Swords can often be read as avoidance, deception, beating around the bush, but I think it's more to do with this person's thought pattern. Swords can be about mentality, attitude, thoughts, etc. So it could very well indicate that this person sometimes can avoid things. They have avoidant behavior. So this could indicate that sometimes they may avoid certain things in the relationship. Maybe they're fearful of them, especially if they've been hurt. Leo, if they're coming from a relationship where they have been deceived with the Seven of Swords, it could indicate that maybe they could have some deceiving tendencies towards you. I think it's more to do with avoidant behavior. But I could be wrong. Sometimes the Seven of Swords is doing something that's taboo or something that's frowned upon in relationships, or not talking about things. So it could be that they act or think a certain way that maybe is a little bit challenging or will be challenging when the two of you come together for a relationship. So avoidance is what we're seeing with the Seven of Swords. It can be deception. You know, despite them having such big strengths, maybe they don't know the right or wrongs in relationships. Maybe they don't know the right way to act, the wrong way to act, and so they tend to avoid certain things. But they can be a little bit sneaky, maybe, in a way. Sneaky with the things that they do. It's either they're sneaky, they know they could be doing things that are wrong or not healthy for the relationship, but they may do them anyway. Or it is them not knowing, actually not knowing, being quite innocent about these things. But I feel like there's karmic lessons in this relationship. Yes, this can be sneakiness or this sort of deceptive behavior, but then you've got the Justice card, which is karmic energy. It's like the laws of the universe. They could do something to you, but you might do it back, Leo, or you might do something to them, whether this is good or bad for the relationship, and they'll do it back to you. Again, it's the notion of being equal. So, or they may treat you like the Seven of Swords. You won't like it, you'll treat them back, and then it's almost like a lesson learned for them, maybe. But it could also be tiptoeing, a lot of tiptoeing in the relationship. In some parts, I think there's a lot of good progression, but in other parts, there's tiptoeing. It's almost like they're very careful with the words they use. They're very careful with their actions. It's careful or it's premeditated. So maybe this is someone who is quite strategic coming into relationships. They think about things. They sort of tippy-toe around the big, emotional stuff, the heavy emotional stuff. Could also be judgment. I get judgment with the Justice card because it's about giving ourselves justice, equality, fairness. But I also feel like it's such certainty or conviction that it makes me think that this person could be quite judgmental in the relationship. Or if they are quite judgmental, they're going to tiptoe around it. Maybe not be like really full on and say it outright. Maybe it's a little bit more subtle. But there could be judgment that comes from that. Also, the past is possibly still with this person when you come together into a relationship. This person's still harboring the past, either past pains, still speaking to an ex. Maybe they're still hung up on things that happened between the two of you. If this is like a second, third, fourth, 10th attempt at a relationship together, whatever it is, I feel what the cards are showing is that they might be sort of still hung up or emotionally dwelling or fixated on the past somehow. So that may come into the relationship. Maybe it's not all bad. I mean, I say the past because the Seven of Swords looks back, and the back is the past. But there's many cards that face the front, which is the future, the present. So I don't know if it's this person that has to heal from their past still or accept their past. The King and the Queen of Chalices are here. The Two of Chalices, the Two of Cups came up. So for some of you, if this person is already taken, this is the tiptoeing. It could be like an affair. Obviously, I wouldn't encourage this behavior, but, people will follow their heart and do what they want to do. But it could be that. It could be that there's a lot of tiptoeing in the relationship if they are coupled up. Tiptoeing with you or tiptoeing around their current relationship, like maybe not being completely honest about it, maybe like, they might be with someone, but they might tell you like they're separating. Okay, so maybe they might be dishonest or they might tiptoe around certain things. But I feel with the King and the Queen, they're presenting their emotions forward. So I don't think they're going to be tiptoeing about how they feel. I think when it comes to emotions, they're fairly forward and open about those things. And again, they would appreciate the same. But obviously the dynamic of other relationships that they may be involved in could create a bit of friction in this relationship. Sometimes, back to that Justice card, it can indicate milestones in love, like legal partnerships and things like that. So this person could be wanting something that involves the legal realm, for example, or like government realm. Like I say, moving in together, making it official, entering, a partnership, getting a visa. Anything that sort of legally binds the two of you together is perhaps something that this person wants or will want from you when you come together into a relationship. Of course, that's not going to be for everyone, but for some of you, you might see that happen. I do hope it has been helpful. Hopefully there was something here in the cards that gave you a little bit of insight. Otherwise, if you were after a private reading, you know where to find me. Take care, Leo.